We've all done it. You take a bite of something and suddenly you're 5 years old, standing in your grandma's kitchen where the oven was warm and life felt simpler. In Sault Ste. Marie, Heidi and Jeff Ritter built the Upper Pasty company around that feeling. Not just a restaurant, but a place where tradition and community still matter. But why risk everything on a pasty shop? And how did a simple Upper Peninsula meal become a time machine for an entire town? My name is Cliff Duvenois, and we are Total Michigan.
We also have a pasty shop, which blows my mind because if you would have asked me that maybe even any 10 years ago or beyond, I would have thought you completely crazy. Anyhow, here we are in Sault Ste. Marie. I grew up in Ishpeming, Michigan. I am a Hematite, the Ishpeming Hematites. And so I got to know the western half of the Upper Peninsula because that is where all my family's from. That's where we did all of our traveling.
So you're a true Uper.
I can be trusted with your pasty needs. Yeah, I'm kind of a history buff. I love Uper history, and I have a lot of mementos from my family that I thought were worth sharing with the community. Like I have my grandfather's mining helmet. I have his lunch pail with a pasty inside. And the pasty itself is so traditional. It's such a tradition. It's nostalgia for me. It's pure soul food. Like anytime I taste a pasty, it's like a time machine.
Right.
Would bring me back. We are now transplanted via the Coast Guard to Sault Ste. Marie, and we are really enjoying life out here because I had never known a lot about Sault Ste. Marie before we moved here. We are officially in love with this area and this community.
Being from the Outer Banks, I didn't know what a pasty was. Even the drive up here in northern Michigan, I was questioning what direction we were going with this pasty, or I didn't know how to pronounce it.
Because they're very particular about that.
They are very particular. The missus, she has made pasties for now decommissioned Coast Guard Cutter P. Allen. We were in Key West, Florida. She made pasties for the crew. I remember eating pasty off of TTS in Cuba, just off of Havana.
Wow.
And when we were stationed in Alaska, our last tour, she made moose pasties with the moose that we had harvested in Alaska, and they were flat out delicious. She has made pasties, makes amazing food, and now we've been able to offer that and continue that tradition for a place in Sault Ste. Marie, which has so much history, second oldest city in the United States, and they deserved their very own pasty shop, and Heidi has stepped up to the plate.
The Upper Pasty Company was my idea of just putting my toes in the water and offering pasties to a community that I didn't think had any. Figured the easiest way to go about it was opening a pasty like truck or trailer. And little did I know, doing that is actually far harder than just renting a place and starting a restaurant or a bakery or anything. I really had my work cut out for me, being that I am not a culinary professional.
And we got a food trailer. Watch her work so tirelessly in that small space to, create 300, 400 pasties that we would set up camp at the Valley Camp parking lot here in the Sioux.
Nice.
And we would sell out in about an hour.
I went to college to be a teacher, but luckily I am a trained home ec teacher, which means I am a professional cook. But it feels like I really have always wanted to have a classroom where I could share like my personal stuff and my community and my traditions. And this is kind of my way of doing that. The week that we opened up the doors here at the Upper Pasty Company, I also got diagnosed with early stage breast cancer. Now, at the beginning, I didn't know it was early stage. If anybody gets diagnosed with cancer, it's devastating.
It is.
So to even move on with the next day to be open now. Like I made this commitment to open this business to the community and had poured my heart and soul into it for months. And then to open and get hit with such a gut punch was really humbling. But at the end of the day, I am healthy. I'm
Good.
cancer free. I'm a better person for having gone through it 100%. I've been given a golden ticket of knowing what is important in my life now.
Yes.
And hand in hand have gone my cancer journey and the pasty journey. Well, you can find us here in Sault Ste. Marie down on Portage Avenue at 951 East Portage across from Quality Automotive. And on the side of the building, it does say Sulak's Campground, which is right next to us. And so you can find us in town. If you want to give us a call, you can get us at 906-259-0412. You can find us on the interwebs. We are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Upper Pasty Co. is our handle. So Upper Pasty Co. on Facebook and Instagram.
Maybe that's why places like this matter. They remind us of who we are and where home is. Inside the Upper Pasty Company, every pasty carries a little piece of the Upper Peninsula with it. So no matter where life takes us, we can always remember this. Sometimes the shortest distance home is in a single bite. My name is Cliff Dubenois, and we are Total Michigan.